We're running, and I'm leaving.
All right. I'll see ya.
Good luck.
Thank you. Hello, this is Danielle, and this is the Sheep and Oak podcast, episode 1. Hello, yeah, I'm Danielle. I am a knitter I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the United States, and I live with my fiance, Ben, and our dog, Danko, and our cat, Sally. I work full time, and I'm a part-time master's student, and means I'm really busy all the time, and I have a lot of hobbies. So, and knitting is one of them. And I want to add to that by starting a podcast because, oh gosh, I love knitting podcasts, and oh gosh. Okay, calm down. I'm having fun. I have like a huge pile of stuff here that I want to talk about. But yeah, here we go. I am totally inspired by other people's podcasts. I want to talk to everybody, and I think this is the best way to do it. And it seems fun. And I already tried to do a first round of this, and it was already really fun. But this is the real one. Okay, I'm gonna sip my coffee. It is a beautiful Sunday, rainy day. It's like so cozy, and it's September, and it's fall. There's something else I wanted to say before I really got into it, was how I was inspired by a couple other podcasters. Not a couple, a bunch. I watch a lot of podcasters, and another thing that got me really, I don't know, I really wanted to start this was that I saw so many other people starting. Like I keep seeing episode ones coming up on my YouTube, and of course the algorithm knows what I like, so they keep showing me. But they're always so fun to watch. I love everybody and everyone's unique personalities and different places around the world. And I'm like, if they can do it, I can do it. So here I am. And also, I also wanted to say too that this setting is not my house. This is my fiance Ben's parents' house, and this is his dad's setup. His dad actually has his own video production company, so this is a very professional setup, not mine. And I am so lucky. Oops, the mic. Oopsies. I'm so lucky to be able to do this with his equipment. He was actually setting up to interview people for like his actual work, and this was the setting and stuff. So he was like, why don't you come on over and do it here? Like, I wouldn't be doing this podcast at all if it wasn't for him and Ben, because Ben was like pushing me to do it. He knows how much I've been wanting to do this for a very long time, and I talk about knitting with him all the time. So he's like, yeah, you should talk about it with some other people who know more about it. No, he's really excited for me, and is awesome. And his dad provided me with this beautiful place and this beautiful equipment. Anyway, okay, enough about that. That was what I wanted to say in the beginning about, like, yeah. What else did I forgot to say? The people who have really inspired me. First, Fiber Tales, Lerke. She was the first podcaster that I ever watched, and oh boy, I love her so much. I love her photography. I love her patterns. I love her knitting. I think she's adorable, and and I'm sad that she seems like she's really busy and she's not posting podcasts as frequently as she used to. I don't know, I'm just hoping she keeps doing it because I miss her. Okay, and then my other favorite is knitting traditions, and she posts all the time. Inga, she posts a lot, and I love her. She's really funny. And I like her style, and her choices that she makes are spot on all the time. It's like, I just want to dress like her and knit like her, and she's so cool. And then finally, another newer-ish podcaster. I think she only has 3 episodes. As of right now that I'm filming, she only has 3 episodes. It's Pearl Jade. Her name is Taylor. I think it's Taylor. I just started watching her, obviously. But I love her. She's what I love so much about her is she's so like experimental with her knitting. Whereas I'm like, go by the book, and like if I make a modification, it has to be like I have to like think really hard about it, and I have to like, oh, is that right? Like I have to have a plan, or I don't know. And if it's not, doesn't come out perfect, anyway, I'm a little too uptight about my knitting, which I really would like to not be so much. And Taylor is really, she's inspirational. Yeah, she like just goes wild with her knitting and combining crochet and knitting, and I don't know. She's also really cool. She's pretty too. I like her hair. Okay. Anyways, I did want to talk about those 3 because those are like, mwah, my favorites. But then I watch a bunch of other ones too. I could keep going on. Maybe I'll talk about them all on another podcast. But if you don't watch those 3, do it because it's worth it and you'll love them. Yeah. So anyway, okay, let's get started. This is my first finished object, and as you can probably tell, maybe this is a Ranunculus by Midori, Hirose. It is knit like, oh my goodness, so great. I knit this in one skein of Knit Picks Shadow. It's a lace weight, 100% merino, and the colorway is Flicker. And unfortunately, this is discontinued. The reason I got it for, and I got it for really cheap. It was $3. So I knit this whole Ranunculus for $3. So great. Oops, I touched the mic. Yeah, this is fantastic. I love this pattern so much. I'll make more of them because that seems to be, everyone likes to make more of them. It's because you can make them so many different ways. It's not like you're just getting the same product all the time. Like I did, my gauge was smaller than called for, so it's like a smaller, tighter, less oversized than it should be. But I wanted it to be that way because I only bought one skein of yarn, and obviously they're not selling it anymore, so I had to make it small. But and I really liked how it looked in this gauge. Yeah, and I think it like works really well as a more like form-fitting top, almost. Not form-fitting, but you know. Da-da-da-da-da. My Ranunculus! It was my first one. I cast this, I bound off like a couple days ago, and I blocked it like 2 days ago. I'm really excited I got to wear it on my first podcast. It's next to skin soft. It's merino. It's great. $3. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, my next most recent finished object. This is the Amrin scarf by Cheryl Faust. It has a little Pokemon pin on it. Because Ben got me a Pokemon pack with this pin in it. And I was knitting this at the time, and I stuck it on there, and I haven't taken it off. I need to block it still. It's curling a lot. But I don't know. I really like it. I'm gonna block it so it's ready in time for when it gets nice and cold. It's still really hot here in Pittsburgh. It doesn't really cool off until like October. It gets a little cooler in September, but not enough for a scarf. Anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, I'll talk about the yarn. The yarn is Stonehenge Fiber Mills Shepherd's Wool Worsted. Also 100% merino. The colorway is Hunter Green and Beaches. And as you can see, I haven't woven in the ends. That's okay. I have to do that and block it. I accidentally knitted it on size 4 needles because I put my size 4 needles in my size 6 slot in my Chow-Gu case. So I meant to do 6, but it's 4. And by the time I realized, I was like halfway done. So I just went with it. It's fine though. Ta-da! I like this a lot. I want to put it on, but I don't want to mess up the mic. I don't know how sensitive it is. Oh, it's like flipped in. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, hopefully that's all right. Hopefully I didn't mess it up before. Okay. Anyway, all right, I won't wrap this around my neck, but it's awesome. Nice and big. Yeah. I did it as instructed, as per pattern. Okay, next one. This is another recent finished object that I really like. This is the Provence top by Ekaterina Vorobeva. The yarn is Debbie Bliss Sita. I got it on Love Crafts for a huge sale. It was like super, super expensive otherwise. It was like 75% off or something, so I bought like for a pack of 5, so I got it. And I didn't quite have enough yarn to do the sleeves to pattern because they're supposed to be like a little bit longer and loose. So it is shorter, but it still works out. It looks really good. I really like this color actually. I wasn't sure if I would. It's like a pinky, orangey coral. I think it comes out really good on the screen, actually. It's really good. Yeah, here's the back. It's like a straight across, and then I love the little V in the front. If you're new to lace knitting, I would not suggest doing this as your first lace pattern because it doesn't hold your hand. Like the pattern, you kind of, like with the increases on the side, you kind of have to like know like where you are. You have to know how to read your knitting in order, at least I think. I would have been frustrated if this was my first lace pattern because it didn't quite hold your hand, which is fine for like a more advanced or experienced with lace knitter. Yeah, it worked out for me. But just keep that in mind if you're thinking about this one. The yarn is 45% silk, 40% cotton, and 15% nylon. It's really soft. It's like, I think it's worsted. I think it's DK I think it's worsted. It's like, it's squishy. It's big and it's kind of like a chunky silk. I think, it's really nice. It smells like sunscreen because yes, I wore it. I wore it with sunscreen on, clearly. I don't think I blocked it. I think it just came out like this. Did I block it? Whatever. I don't remember. But yeah, and the colorway is Poppy. I don't know if I said that, but it's Poppy. It's very cute. I like it a lot. A good pattern if you know about lace. Okay, next. This guy is a little summer top called the Camille top by Johanna Gerhrisch. She is Kolibri by Johanna on Instagram and Ravelry and probably other places. Yeah, this is a cute little top. It only took 1 skein of We Are Knitters bamboo in salmon. I bought the yarn in the pattern like a year and a half ago. Yeah, I didn't know anything about the We Are Knitters issues. Actually, I don't even know if they had partnered with Zara back when I bought it. I don't know enough. I think I watched a couple of videos on this because I knew I wanted to talk about it a little bit, but I'll let you, if you want to know a little bit more about like why We Are Knitters is not a good, friendly company, then you should watch one of the videos, or I might just post a link to a video down below so you can see like what I'm talking about by somebody who's a little bit more knowledgeable about these things than me. But anyway, we are knitters. I'm not going to buy from them again, but I only bought one skein of this bamboo yarn. And yeah, I actually modified this pretty, not heavily, because Johanna put the instructions to modify it in the pattern. So I didn't, she said if you want it to be tighter, don't cast on for the armpit area. It's a top-down knitted garment. So you don't cast on for the armpits. You wrap this further. So like in the original pattern, if you just do it as written, it doesn't wrap quite so far. But she says if you want it to be tighter, to wrap it further. So I did. And yeah, and then the worst thing about this is that I cast off like extremely tightly. I just wasn't thinking. Totally not thinking. I cast off because you cast off and then you pick up for the peplum. I cast off and it's super tight, and now it's really hard to put on. It fits fine like when I get it on, but I have to like struggle with it like to try to get it on and off. So it doesn't get worn so much because it's hard to put on. That's okay. It's nice. I don't know how long the yarn is actually going to hold up. It's like very fuzzy. I think that's a normal bamboo thing though. Anyway, little one skein, another little one skein project. For me, it actually called for 2 skeins, but I only bought one, and I got away with it. Okay, my next one, I actually did not recently finish, but this is one of my absolute favorite things, and I just wanted to show it off on my first podcast. The Snow Crocus by Midori Hirose. This is the yarn that is recommended. Oh, good. That's still facing forward. Okay. This is the yarn that's recommended in the pattern. Delana 100% Merina Autochtona. It's 6 skeins. I did the size small in Gris Claro, which is light gray. Oh my God. Isn't this so pretty? It's just the coziest thing. It smells amazing. Delana is my #1 absolute favorite yarn company, and I've only knitted with 2 of their yarns, but I mean each of them has been my favorite. Like this is a it's a 1-ply, so oh God, I just loved knitting with this. Actually, I'm a bad knitter. I knitted this probably last winter, probably like at the beginning of last winter. I have never washed or blocked this. And it smells just still like wool, so I'm not worried about the smell or anything. And you don't need to wash your knits that much, which is something I learned from other people's podcasts. And yeah, I just recently realized I didn't block this before I wore it, and I've never washed it since I made it. Hi! Jane's here! Hi. Okay, I'm back. My future mother-in-law, Jane, came in the door. She was at work. It's a Sunday, but she was at work. And she just came back, and so I paused, and now I'm back. Okay. I was talking about this. I can't remember how far I got on my discussion. I think I said I made the size small. Oh, I made it a little longer than the pattern had said. I think by honestly 2 or at least 2 repeats at the bottom, because it was very much a cropped, at least on me, design. I would have made the sleeves longer, but I ran out of yarn. So if you're gonna make this in a small, in the recommended yarn, Delana, get 7 skeins instead of 6. Just so you can have a little bit more freedom with the arm length and stuff, because this was, oops, not quite as long as I would have wanted. I don't know. I wanted it to be like much longer so I could kind of like scrunch it up. But hey, it works. I love it. Oh yeah, I was talking about how I never washed it. Never washed, never blocked. I think it would actually, it might like even puff up more because it's not, not plied. So maybe it would like fill out. I don't know. We shall see what happens when I end up washing it at some point. I think my mic is on. Hello, hello? Yes, it's on. Okay. Where was I? Okay. That was not a recent finished object, but I love it so much that I had to talk about it. And also just, I love Delana so much. Oh boy. And their prices are so good. Like, I don't remember how much I paid for that. Like maybe only $40 or $50 or something for all the yarn. And then I have another sweater quantity of yarn that I got, and it was not very expensive, and I love it so much. Okay, we'll talk about that later though. This is my other, I think I finished this in the spring, so it wasn't that long ago. This is the Koivua by Caitlin Hunter. Oh my gosh, I love it. I can't wait for it to get cold and I can wear it. It's so cozy. This is just stunning. I'm just staring at it in the screen. I love it. Okay. The yarn is Madeline Tosh DK. It's her hand dyed. I don't know if all of her things are hand dyed. This is the only Madeline Tosh yarn I have bought so far, but I know a lot of people like it and use it. I liked it a lot. It's a superwash, 100% merino. I knitted a size 3 medium because I wanted it to be big and oversized, and it came out perfect. It fits so perfectly. Maybe I'll like put it on and get some footage and put it in somewhere or something. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens when in post, you know. I don't know anything about editing yet. Ben is gonna help me. Yeah, okay, so this is Madeline Tosh. 100% merino superwash. Yes, it is. The whitish color is optic. There's some flecks in here, which are really cool. Oh, I have to wash it. It got dirty. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, there's like flecks of, there's blue, there's like pink, orange, gray, yellow. There's, oh my God, it's so stunning. And I just love the way that it came through in the color work. It was everything I wanted it to be. I would really like to put a close-up picture so you could see all the little flecks. So I'll have to do that. But I modified it just at the bottom here. I don't know if you're familiar with this pattern, you know that it like, it has some texture stitches. I think it's just like how the arms are. I don't know if you can see. Like the arms are textured here where there's no color work, and in the pattern it has you do that texture here too. But I think, I don't know, somehow the way I was knitting or the yarn, I've seen a lot of different versions of this. The way it looked on mine was it like poofed. It kind of like the texture made it like poof outward, and it's like it sits like right at my tummy. So I didn't really like how it poofed right at my tummy. So I just omitted the texture, and I really like how it turned out. And I there is no color work on the bottom, or is there? I don't think so. No, there's not. It ends with just the texture and then the bottom ribbing. So I came up, well, I didn't really come up with it. I used like parts of the color work from up here to do this little bottom piece, this bottom color work. And that was a lot of fun, actually. I used Excel I don't know how other people, I'm sure there's programs and stuff for pattern making and designing and things, which is something that I really want to do in the future, but I haven't done it yet. We'll see. Stick around to find out if I do. Pretty proud that it worked out so well. I think it really fits with the rest of it. This is fantastic. I love this. Anything else to say? I have knitted another thing by Caitlin Hunter. I knitted her Wellerman shawl. I don't have it with me now, but that is the only shawl I ever knitted, and I wear it all the time, and I love it, and it's so cozy. And I'm gonna knit more by Caitlin Hunter because I like her style a lot. Okay, so that's actually it for my finished objects. I have plenty of other finished objects that you don't need to see. Maybe you'll see eventually. I'll wear them or whatever. Honestly, this summer I spent a lot of time knitting gifts because I went to Canada to visit my family in Nova Scotia, and since they were housing me and my fiance, like we did a road trip through Nova Scotia, like we stayed with a bunch of family members, and everyone we stayed with, I knitted a blanket for them. So that was like a lot of my summer knitting, was just those blankets, and I don't have them anymore, which is good. But other than that, those were my finished objects for the summer, and a couple extra because I love them. Okay, moving on. Works in progress. Here we go. The exciting stuff. Okay. This is my recent cast on. Oh yeah, I have to talk about this first. Look at this. Look at this bowl. This is handmade by one of my best friends, Kayla. She gave it to me last Christmas for a Christmas gift. It has her initials on it, KMM. Yeah, she made this for me, and I cherish it. This is so pretty. She made it. It's so good. She's really good at pottery. Anyway, okay, and then we have some yarn soup in there too. This is, okay. This is a beanie. It's a gift actually for the janitor at my office. His name is Jerry, and he's retiring soon, and also it's his birthday. And he saw me knitting one day at work, and he was like, oh, could you knit me something? Could you knit me a hat? I think he asked me for a hat specifically. I was like, sure, why not? Only because it's you, Jerry. He takes care of us. He's great. He doesn't get appreciated enough. Anyways, here's to janitors doing like so much. Yeah, so he's gonna love this, I think. Well, you know, hopefully he loves it. This is where is it? What's it called? I don't know if I wrote it down. Oh, I did. Okay, Talvi Trio Beanie by Jaana Talvitie, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that. The yarn is paint box yarn, simply chunky. It's in pure black colorway, so it's like a bulky weight, 100% acrylic, which I find is really, like, I don't really want to knit with acrylic for anything like big, because I don't know, it doesn't feel so great on my hands. But I know my forehead is really sensitive to wool and stuff, so acrylic is perfect for beanies. This is the third time I'm knitting this pattern with this exact yarn. I bought like a bunch of this acrylic yarn because when I was first starting knitting, I just bought like a bunch of acrylic. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I bought a bunch, and this is my third beanie. Yeah, and it genuinely works out really great. And also this pattern is fantastic. So it comes with like 3-in-1. There's like kind of like a faux cable patterned one, and then there's this one where it's mostly stockinette, or it's like 5 knit stitches and then 1 purl, like whatever. It's it's like a line of like broken purls up, and then there's one that's just plain stockinette. So that's the one I'm doing you cannot see this. I don't know why I'm showing. It's black. Anyway, but the best part about this pattern is actually the rib, or the rim with the ribbing is that like the best part, yeah, is it's in twisted rib. And then you turn it inside out once you get to a certain point, and then you do a German short row stitch or double stitch or however you like to do that. And then you go backwards the other way, and you just do a row of knitting, like you do one knit row, and it creates this absolutely fantastic like foldable edge. Like this is genius. I feel like it must be a common construction for hats, but I haven't knitted that many hats. And the ones that I have knit before this, they didn't have that. Like they just kind of have the whole ribbing and you just fold it. But this has like a foldable seam. It's great. Yeah, so if you just want like a simple chunky beanie, Talvi Trio beanie, look it up on Ravelry. It's really great. Yeah, so this will be a gift. I just cast this on 2 days ago, and I'm already like really close to being done, and I haven't even been knitting monogamously on it. It's very quick. Anyways, okay, that's that. Isn't this bowl so sweet? Yeah, okay, so I just finished talking about the beanie. I'm really glad I wrote down some notes. This was at the suggestion of my future father-in-law. It was smart. I wouldn't remember any of the names of things, you know? Yeah, so this is good. Okay. So I mentioned before that I went to Nova Scotia on a road trip. Ben and I like drove up, we drove through Maine, we stopped in Maine, it was so great. I'll probably put some footage in of our trip at the end because it was just like so magical, it was great. But we were there with my parents, kind of. My mom is the one who taught me how to knit. I don't know if I mentioned this, I started knitting 2.5 years ago. And when I told her I wanted her to teach me how to knit, she was like, ecstatic. And now I knit more than her, and it's become an obsession, obviously. But what else is now I like go over to her house and I'm like, have you been knitting? What are you up to? Are you knitting? Anyway, so I've gotten her like to be more excited about it too. But anyway, so we were in Nova Scotia together, and she was like, Danielle, you know, you can go to the dollar store and they have Briggs & Little yarn. And I'm like, we're going to the dollar store then? I'm gonna definitely put in some pictures or video of us in the dollar store. I was thrilled. Oh my God. Okay, so this is my Hopi. I don't know how to pronounce it. Hopi by Linka Neumann. Oh, it's so awesome. It's really nice. Oh, I'm losing stitches. Okay, hold on. Let's do my best to show you. This is a mess. Look at all these threads. Let me show you the sleeves. So this is all Briggs & Little. It's 100% wool, like the scratchy kind. So I made it like hugely oversized. I hope it's big. I think it is. I don't know about hugely oversized, but oversized enough for me to like wear a turtleneck under or something. I'm not sure how I'll react to the 100% wool, because like I do feel a little bit of scratchiness, but now that I'm a knitter, I feel like I can get past it because of like just the pleasure of wearing wool. Do you know what I mean? Just like mind over matter. But we'll see how this goes. Briggs & Little is usually, any Canadians out there are like definitely gonna know of this yarn. It is like the workhorse yarn of Canada, and it's like made for like often made for mittens and socks. So like things that, you know, are totally fine to have itchy, like scratchy, rustic wool next to skin. Yeah, this is definitely like a traditional mitten thing. So anyway, my mom's mom, my grandma, knit with Briggs and Little her whole life, like basically only Briggs and Little, I think. And I'm so sad I don't have anything left that she knitted me. I think I had this pair of mittens that she knitted me like when I was a kid, and they were my favorite, and they were like long, you know, they could go underneath my coat and I wouldn't get any snow on my wrists. It was great. And Briggs and Little. So anyway, the fact that they had Briggs and Little at the dollar store for $5 a skein just made me so happy. And I was like, I don't care if it's scratchy. I'm making a sweater out of this. I'll show you my acquisitions later. I still have another type of Briggs and Little. This is the Heritage 2-ply. The colors. Bleached white. Okay, yes, this is bleached white. There was a natural white, and then there was another white. There were like three different versions of white, but this one I think like worked really well with these colors. There's actually it's hard to see, which I don't mind that it's hard to tell the difference, but there's 3 colors in here. It's either maroon or light maroon. I did not keep the tag for this guy. So there's a maroon, brown, and then peacock is the blue. And I love it. I think it looks great. I'm so happy with this. I re-knitted the body 3 times because originally I had knitted it too small. And like I said, I wanted it to be oversized. So I had gotten to like, I don't know, here, and I was like, and I ripped it all out, and then I did it again, and then I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, there's a stripe in the middle. Like, there was something wrong with the yarn. There was, like, a little gray splotch in the yarn or something. So I ripped it back, and I got rid of that splotch, and now it looks way better than it did. I was not happy with it before. I was like, okay, I'll just keep going, whatever, but, you know. You gotta make it perfect. I mean, no, you don't. You don't have to make it perfect. But if it's something easily fixable like that, like it was just, you know, it was fine. Anyway, I'm not so good at knitting with 3 colors yet. I'm getting there. I'm not very, I think this might actually be my first project that I've ever knitted with 3 strands in 1 row. Yeah, so we're getting there. What do I do? I do like 1 color over here. You probably can't see, whatever. And then I like put my finger in, but do I? Oh gosh. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll get better at it. But this is taking a while because of the 3 colors. Anyway, it's a pleasure to work with. It smells good. Not as good as the Delana though, but it's really nice. And I love it. I love it. Yeah, the pattern is gorgeous. There's a ton of people who knitted this. I can't wait to wear it. Hopi by Linka Neumann. Seriously, this is so pretty. Yay! Oh, losing stitches. Okay, next. That was the peacock. Isn't that such a beautiful blue? I love it. Look at the blue with the orange. I love blue and orange together. Those 2 colors together. So good. Okay. Where's my other? Okay. This is another work in progress. This is the Doodlegenser. Or doodle sweater. This one is for my brother for Christmas and for his birthday. His birthday was in March, and I said to him, I really wanted to knit him like a sweater because I want to knit a sweater for everyone in my family, just so I can be like, and that's your sweater, and that's your sweater. Anyway, so my brother was next on the list for sweaters, and I don't know, I didn't want to get him like crappy yarn or blah, 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 so I spent a lot of money on this yarn. It is La Pampa by, the sticker is blocking it. Harvest, no, hold on. Let me find the other. Oh, the sticker is blocking. Juniper Moon. Oops. Juniper Moon Farm La Pampa. Finest organic merino, humanely raised in Argentina, is what it says. It's bulky weight. Yeah, it is like luxurious. Oh my God, it's squishy. It's like, whoa, but it's not scratchy at all. When you're doing gift knits, especially for people who don't knit, I would definitely recommend doing like non-scratchy things, which is, you know, something I didn't always do in the beginning. But for newer knitters, I guess, I don't know, just, I feel like if it's scratchy, like non-knitters won't appreciate, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I had to get merino for my brother is what I'm saying. So that he won't find it scratchy. He actually chose this pattern. This is like the least exciting part of it. The yoke is very colorful and nice. He chose the pattern on his own. Oh, I have it right here. I almost never do this. I actually have it printed. Ta-da! Oh, it's kind of hard to see. I'll link it or I'll put a picture or something. This white one might be a little easier to see. Nah, that's okay. I'll show you later. It's a very colorful, fun, whimsical, you know, pattern. I did not get the amount of colors that it called for because it was very expensive per skein. So, oh right, I forgot to continue my story about. Yeah, it was very expensive, so I bought this a while ago near my brother's birthday, and I told him like, okay, I'm buying the yarn now, and then that's your birthday gift, and then the Christmas gift will be the finished sweater. And he's like, yeah, whatever. So, yeah, because it's really expensive, I can't afford to like have it just be one thing. I was like, this is a full year-long gift. Yeah, he gets it. Yeah, I hope these colors work out. I think they will. So I might even need to buy another one of the darker skeins because I might run out by the time I'm done with the sleeves. The sleeves have dark cuffs too. Oh, the colors are called Marble, Ocean. Oh, my doggy's barking. And Carmine. I don't know how to say that. I don't know if I have, oops, I don't know the colors of the medium gray and the dark gray, or the blackish. I'll try to figure that out. But yeah, it's a really fun one. I mean, super uneventful piece right here, but it will get exciting. Oh, and this is the project bag that I am using. This is crocheted by my sister. Thank you, Kristen. I use this all the time for everything knitted, you know. This was my Christmas gift last year from her, and I really like this yarn. It works perfectly. It must be cotton. I think it's cotton. I love the little flecks. It's perfect. Yeah. I love that I get to show off my amazing gifts on this podcast too. Yeah, so I haven't really touched this in a while. I've just been knitting on other things, but I just gotta get started on the sleeves. I'm on Sleeve Island on this guy. That's what's happening, to be honest. I am very bad with, ooh, yarn's running away. I'm very bad with Sleeve Island, like really bad. Yeah. Speaking of Sleeve Island, here's another one. Okay, yeah, this one is, what's it called? Aran Gallant sweater by Caidree. It's just a very simple, but like it's unique in that like it has this I-cord rolled hem here on the top. Ooh, the color looks really nice on the camera. It's like a little bit warmer on the camera than it is in real life. Maybe. I don't know. I like it. I like it in both. But orange. I like orange. Yeah, this is another thing that I have a problem with is figuring out how long to make things. It is so frustrating to me. Like, I wish I could just follow the pattern and just be like, boop, done. But I'm always worried like it'll be too short or too long or that it'll stretch because like, even though sometimes I don't always do gauge swatches and I don't always block them, but sometimes I do. But even if you do gauge swatches, I never know, like you never know how it's gonna be whenever it's like a heavy sweater. Like it's going to stretch out. But when you have like a little swatch, it doesn't stretch out because it's not heavy enough. So like this actually, shockingly, like I did a gauge swatch and everything. I am shocked at how much it stretched. Like when I put it on before it was blocked, it was like up to here. I was like, uh-oh, I won't be able to wear that to work or whatever. But no, it totally stretched out after blocking. So that's another problem. Like, is it gonna stretch? Is it not gonna stretch? So I get stopped at the point where I have to decide if it's long enough. Does anyone have any advice for that? Like, I guess the advice would be just like do more gauge swatches and block them. But like I said, sometimes it's still, you still don't know. Anyway, so I gotta figure it out. I think I cast this on like last year, like last fall. I haven't touched it in a while. Okay, anyway, I needed advice. What should I do? How long should I make it? But let's see, the yarn is Rico Design Essentials Mega Merino Chunky. I actually have a ball to look at the specifics. Here it is. This is discontinued, I think. At least it's discontinued on Lovecrafts. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if that's the only place that you could have gotten it, but anyway, okay, so it's 55% merino and 45% acrylic. I bought this like 2 years ago. Like this was one of the first like things that I bought on Lovecrafts when I first started knitting. I was like, oh my gosh, 55% merino, it's so luxurious. Now I do 100% merino. Anyway, it's still pretty good. It doesn't give me that squeaky, like rough sensation so much, because it has like more merino than acrylic, so that's nice. I think it's gonna be good. It's just a simple thing. I would like to finish this in time for like fall. I mean, it's kind of almost fall now, but still got some time. I'll try to finish this soon. It'd be nice to have for fall. I think I said it was, oh, I didn't say the color. I think it's a bulky weight. It's chunky, yeah. Can you hear my dog barking? He's being a menace. I can't tell if that's the color, farb or parti. I think it's, I don't know. Farb Parti 014. Well, that's not very enlightening. I think it's discontinued anyway. It's a nice one. I don't think it was very expensive. I think it was relatively cheap. Okay, this is another long, languishing whip. Same problem, same exact problem. I don't know how long to make it. Though it did help let me tell you what it is first. This is the, I didn't write it down. No, it's by the Knit Pearl Girl. Did I write it down? I did. Okay, I keep losing it. The Lucca cardigan by the Knit Pearl Girl, in paint box yarn, cotton DK, in their like dark gray. Oh wait, I have it here. 100% cotton DK, granite gray. I really like paint box yarn cotton DK actually. I've knitted a couple things. I kind of bought like a bunch. I bought gray, bright bubblegum pink, and green in bulk. And I've had so much of it. Actually, this is the bubble. I'm using it as a stitch holder right now. This is the bubblegum color way of this same yarn. I really like it. It's like a simple, super cheap, 100% cotton. So if you just want some cotton for some summer stuff, it's great. And this pattern was patterned for cotton, so it works great. Like I think this is gonna be really good. Ooh, it's just a light cardigan. This is my first cardigan actually. But yeah, I also was concerned, and why I stopped knitting on it a long time ago was because I got to the point where I had to figure out if it was long enough. I know this is going to stretch because I've actually knitted with this yarn before, so that's another thing. But I think it's actually ready for some ribbing at the bottom. I didn't want it to be too short because like everything I knit, I'm like, okay, how can I wear this to work? Unless it's like a crop top or something, of course I'm not gonna wear that to work. But something like this I definitely want to wear to work, so it has to be long enough. So cute. I also haven't decided if I'm gonna do like balloon sleeves, because they kind of, in the pattern, it's patterned for like just to knit straight and then cinch in at the wrist, but I don't know, I think I might want to just like do decreases. We'll see. This is comfy. This is making me want to finish all my like long works in progress. This is great. Thanks, podcast. Yeah, it feels good. It feels good. The Knit Pearl Girl is really good. I like her stuff. It's very cute. Everything's so cute. Okay, next. Okay, this is another bag by Kristen, my sister. She crochets, she doesn't knit. I think something good happened with the Steelers. They're upstairs getting excited. Anyway, yeah, what was I gonna say? Kristen, my little sister, she crochets mostly. Anyway, okay, next work in progress. This one I casted on like in the car on our road trip, and this yarn it's full of dog hair because it got stolen by my godfather's little Pomeranian dog. Because I just left it on the couch. I was like, oh, ta-da, okay. And I left it on the couch, and then I think it was Brady, his dog Brady, little Pomeranian, got this and ran away with it. And I thought I lost a needle because I thought there was a needle sticking in there. And I'm like, uh-oh. And we looked forever for the needle, and turns out it was in my knitting bag, of course. Anyway, okay. So I felt really bad about that. But this is a little crop. Oh, I love how the colors look on the screen. Okay, yeah, this is Kotlin, Knit Picks, Kotlin. Another one skein project that cost me like $6. Beautiful, wonderful. In the colorway Stream. Isn't it so pretty? It's just like, it's like clouds. Ugh. I think it turned out really well, actually. Like, I was worried because it's, what's that called? Variegated or variegated? I'm just gonna say variegated. It's like, different colors. And sometimes like you get pooling and stuff, but I think it worked out. It's not so bad. I like it a lot. I needed to figure out how long to make the straps. Did I say what? I did not say. This is another cross top by Crystal Liu. Crystal Liu. In the extra small Cotland Reflections stream. It's 70% cotton, 30% linen. Yeah, so this is the front. Ta-da. And then it has like 4 straps. So this is the, I can't do it. This one wraps up around. It's like crossed in the back. So this will be, this will come up to my shoulder. And then I do another one over here. It goes to the other shoulder. And then it has like a tie. I hope I have enough yarn because I only bought 1 skein. I think they still sell it though. I don't think it's discontinued. I hope I have enough anyway. But if not, it's okay. It's really cute. Summer's over though, so this might sit in a pile for a while. But I do like it. It feels good. It's probably gonna stretch, which is why I did an extra small. I love thinking about my projects. This is fun. Thanks for watching if you're still here. I love talking about them and thinking about them out loud, you know? It's great. Good one. This is a good one. It's a cute 1 skein. I really like these 1 skein projects I'm doing. I don't think I have any more whips. Oh, I do. Oh my God, my favorite one. How could I forget? This is my favorite whip. It's so nice. Okay, this is the yarn. First I'll show you the yarn. Another Delana. I love this yarn. It smells amazing. It's not as strong as the Merino Autochtona, this one, but it still has that sheepy smell. It's Delana La Madrelana. It's Lana Marina Española de Producción Limitada. Sorry about my pronunciation. In color 015. It is stunning. This yarn. This is why Delana is my favorite. Like the colors and the feel. It's, yeah, and it was like a limited production colorway and everything. And as soon as I saw it, I didn't know what I was gonna make with it. I just like snatched 4 of these. And like I said, it wasn't very expensive. Delana is extremely reasonable, and I even paid like a bunch for international shipping. So totally reasonable, like way less than I paid for some of these other things. Yeah, I love this yarn. I'm in love with it. It's so good. I just realized I should probably check and see, make sure I'm recording. Yes. I don't know why I thought I wouldn't be, but I don't know. I just got nervous for a second. And as you can see, I'm super into orange and blue. I gotta do a colorwork sweater that has orange and blue. I think, oh, I can't remember who the creator or knitter is who does orange and blue a lot, but somebody is. I don't know. I always think it looks so stunning, which probably was why I love this yarn so much, is because there's little flecks of orange in it. I'll show you up close. Okay, to the project. Not there. Wait, I need a sip of coffee. Cold coffee. It's still good. Oh, this is the Ray. I love it. Okay, this is actually wait. If you're Jane, don't watch this next part. Go to here. I wonder if I can do that. I don't know if I'm tech savvy enough, but I'll try. If you're Jane Warner, click here. Don't watch the. Can you do that? Can you like put a time stamp and then like it'll skip forward? Anyway, don't watch this next one because this is your gift. This is your Christmas gift, Jane. That's my mother-in-law, or my future mother-in-law. Ben proposed to me in May. So we've, I guess, not so recently anymore, but we were recently engaged, which is really fun. I love him, obviously. Okay, so this is the Ray. Now that Jane is not here anymore, this is the Ray sweater by Natsuko Ida, I think is how you pronounce that. It's gorgeous. I found this pattern, like I said, I bought the yarn without having any plans, which is, usually I do the opposite. Usually I like have something in mind, kind of. Not always. No, actually, I'm getting away from it. I used to do that more. I used to have a project in mind, but now I'm kind of like, I just want to buy the yarn because I love yarn so much. I wish I had all the money in the world so I could just buy yarn all the time. Don't we all? Okay, so this is the back. Let's see. Can you see it? Oh, it's just a stunning color. I love it. You can't really see the specs, but I'll show you close up later. It has this gorgeous, just luxurious cable, this pattern on the sleeves. It's gonna go down the sleeves. And it has this folded neckline. My gosh, so squishy, so nice. I did it a little longer than pattern called for, just so it would be nice and long. And she's taller than me, so I figured I'd make it a little longer. And it has like another cable going down the sides. Oh, I just love it so much. It's a pleasure to work with. Like, this yarn is, yeah. Delana is amazing. Look, it's my cake. This is my little cake. This is my skein. Oh, and this is my swatch. I actually brought it, you won't be able to see that far away, but I blocked this swatch, and this is so amazing how much it puffs up. Like, it triples in size. I'll definitely try to take a picture. Sorry if I don't end up doing that. I hope I do. Yeah, it really puffs up beautifully and fluffs up, and oh my goodness. Did I say it's 100% merino? I think I did. I love merino, obviously. It's not itchy. It's like 100% wool, but it's not itchy. How amazing. Anyway, okay. Let's put all this away now so Jane doesn't see it when she comes back. If she watches this. I think she will. She's excited for me. Yeah. Here we go. I think that was my last work in progress. I have no idea how long I've been filming. When you're filming, you really cannot think about anything else, like time. At least for me. There's Danky. It's my doggy. He's like, play with me. Okay, now for acquisitions, which I only have acquisitions from my trip in Nova Scotia. I do not buy yarn very often. I don't have a lot of money. I think I said in the beginning, wow, it feels so long ago, the beginning of this podcast. Maybe it has been a while. I think I said in the beginning I'm a master's student. Maybe I didn't, whatever. I'm a master's student and I work full time. I'm getting my degree in I'm getting a master's of library and information science so I can be a school librarian. Yeah, I don't know if I said that. Anyway, so I don't have a lot of money because I'm a student. Even though I work full time, you know. We don't get paid enough. No one gets paid enough. We all deserve more money. So I'm not gonna be buying a whole lot of yarn. At least I say that now. I'm not going to Rhinebeck, even though I live close, like pretty close. I live like 6 or 7 hours away, and I wanted to go this year with my mom, but it's not gonna happen because I don't have any time off anymore. Like, I used every last ounce of my PTO for the Nova Scotia road trip and also all my money. So I don't want to go and then not be able to buy a bunch. And we're planning on going next year though, me and my mama. So watch out for next year, Rhinebeck. I'm coming eventually. So anyway, these are my acquisitions from Canada. And that's, yeah. Okay, first of all, remember how I said about the dollar store? Look at this. I got yarn from the dollar store. Nice yarn. Okay, yeah. Starting off, let's see. This is more Briggs and Little, but it's different. This is Tuffy Briggs and Little. The other one was Heritage. So this is Tuffy. Tuffy is 80% wool and 20% nylon, and this is used for like socks and stuff. Obviously, it has the nylon in it. So I got this instead of the Heritage to make my fiance some socks because I think he really likes big, thick wool socks. He doesn't know. Ben, if you're watching, don't think about it. Don't think about this being your Christmas gift. Yeah, I just wanted to make like dark gray socks with like the heel and the like the cuff in this color, and they're gonna be big and long and cozy and warm. And it's the yarn that my grandma used to use to make socks for her family, and it just feels like a big hug. Oh, is this inside out? I hope that's not been really bad this whole time. Hopefully not. I'm not used to this equipment, obviously. It's not my equipment. Anyway, this is oatmeal, which is a wonderful color, and I love it. And this is Oxford? Yeah, Oxford. Yeah, I love it. So this is gonna be socks. Beautiful, gorgeous, love it. Really cheap too, because it was from the dollar store. Okay, this one was also Briggs & Little, but not from the dollar store. This was from a yarn store in Yarmouth. We went to Yarmouth. That's where my grandma and my aunt and uncle live, in Yarmouth. There's little bits of like hay. Cute. The itchy sheep had to itch. So now there's hay. Anyway, I bought a sweater's quantity of this. Only one of I got one of this and like I think 4 of these. This is Briggs & Little Sport, 100% pure wool, 1 ply, which I love. I love 1 ply. I just love how it feels. And product of Canada. This is the colorway Rust. Love Rust. Love it. And this is the colorway Sheep's Gray. Nice. That's a cute colorway too. Yeah, I don't have a plan yet for this. I've kind of looked around on Ravelry, but I just want like this rust to be like the body, and then to have like a yoke color work of. We're back. Okay. The camera shut off. I think I've been talking for a little while. Okay. Where was I? Okay. I was talking about these gorgeous yarns and how I'm going to knit a sweater. Yeah. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. I would like to wrap this up. Yeah, I've been doing this for a while. Okay. Oh yeah. Acquisitions are over here. Oh, okay. Just one more. One more stunning, beautiful. Oh my God. Okay. This is the nicest, most squishiest, most beautifulest. Uh-oh, my dog's coming. Danky! Hi, baby. Let me say hello. Can you up? Up? Danky, come say hi. Okay. No, not outside. Can you see him? This is my boy. Okay. Let's go back. Up.
Yeah, he jumped over the chair.
Oh, over the chair. Danko. My dog Danko got free. So I hope I'll try to keep that in where he just came and barreling into the shot, you know? So you could see my baby. Anyway, back to knitting in yarn. Okay, this yarn. Oh my goodness, this is, hold on. I'll have to show you a picture because this actually didn't even come with a tag. Like this was just how I bought it. It's from Gasboro Valley Fibers Farm Wool Shop. And I will definitely add footage of that shop because it was heaven on earth. I pet the sheep. This is Cotswold wool from their sheep on the farm that I pet. Super cool. It's in Wolfville, or near Wolfville, Gasboro Valley in Nova Scotia. So again, on my trip. Ooh. Oh, sorry. This keeps wanting to flip. Okay. Yeah, this is, I got on my road trip to Nova Scotia. Yeah, I wanted something local, and it's very, very much so this. This is just natural, undyed, gorgeous. I bought 6 skeins. I don't know how much I'm gonna need for a sweater. I hope it's enough. If not, it'll be a crop sweater or a short sleeve sweater. We'll see. But I'll make something wonderful out of it. I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. Probably another thing by Midori Hirose. Like, I think it's called Snowy Forest. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if this will be, if I'll get gauge, but I might try to make it work anyway. Because I already have the Lina magazine that, I think it's 10, Lina magazine 10, that has that pattern in it. So I'll like do a little swatch and then we'll see if it'll work. That might, I think it would be gorgeous. Yeah, so I don't have the tag, but it's 100% Cotswold wool from Gasboro Valley Fibers. I fell in love with it the second I saw it. There was a couple other colors, like white and a lighter gray, but oh my gosh, like, it was expensive, but I was on vacation, so I got it, yeah. Anyway, that is the last of my acquisitions. Yeah, there's a big old mess over here. That's okay. Yeah, I am pleased that I got to do this podcast, like really pleased. This is awesome. I've been thinking about it for a very long time. What else? Yeah, well, there's not much else to say. I just want you guys to see the yarn shop, and I'll put in footage. It was, yeah, like I said, heaven. Yeah, so I got this yarn. So that's it. How do you end these things? I do want to say I won't be posting that often because I am a master's student, extraordinarily busy. I'm literally procrastinating doing homework right now. I have quite a lot to do. So, but yeah, and I have a lot of hobbies. I'm a hobby collector. I play the violin. I joined a band. I'm in an orchestra. I knit. I read. I listen to audiobooks mostly, so I can knit and listen to audiobooks. I play video games. Actually, I just recently started. I pulled up my old Breath of the Wild save file, and I just yesterday, and I'm like, I think I'm gonna go collect all the Korok seeds. I'm halfway there. But anyway, yeah, so I have a lot of hobbies, take a lot of time. I'm sure there's some I'm missing right now, but also having a 1-year-old dog is a huge commitment. And I would not be able to maintain this lifestyle if it wasn't for my fiance, Ben. He cooks and cleans and does so much and takes care of the dog, and I love him. Yeah, so I'm very busy, and yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I'm like stupidly busy. So I won't probably post very often, maybe even just once like a season. Like this will be my fall podcast, and then maybe I'll do one in the winter, spring, summer. That sounds like a reasonable thing. Unfortunately, I just don't have time with school. If it wasn't for school, I'd be doing this all the time. But yeah, gotta be responsible. Okay, well, I'm just rambling. I had a lot of fun. I hope if you made it this far, you enjoyed it and that you'll come back for my next one. Yeah, I am Sheep and Oak on Instagram and Ravelry too. I try my best to like do my projects on Ravelry, so I put a lot of notes and stuff. Sometimes I don't, but I do have at least a project page for everything that I am doing, you know. Yeah, so be my friend on Ravelry. Can you be friends on Ravelry? Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of those things. Okay, it's been long enough. I'm gonna say goodbye. I love you all. Thanks for coming and watching my first podcast. Baby's first podcast. Okay, bye.
Okay, I'm going back. I'm gonna go this way, you go that way.
Okay, I'll meet you.
No, don't.
No. I love you.
I love you too. Bye forever.